Mahamune Soha Tayata Mune Mune 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 Tayata Mune Mune Mahamune Soha Tayata Mune Mune Mahamune Soha Tayata
Today there's no initiation, drink into preparation. So I want to feed the calming nails, so when to cut feed nails, it's much better here than America. America does so fast. America does so fast within 1 minute. It looks also busy, and looks busy, but 1 minute, and then finish. But here, I do much details, check out inside dirt, skin, things ought to fill up, check out, clean, and then cut nails. That's kind of full service. Yeah, different. Then after that, went to the dentist. Went to the dentist. So he said, it's Indian man from South India. So he checked it. He said, one tooth need to be pulled out, and one need to filled up. That's what he said. And then then I come back and I was asked to check, and then to do after 1 month, maybe that means in Singapore. That happens in Singapore. So he thought to do together. It was this came out in the observation. After 1 month, fill it up. Next month, then the other one pull it out. So that. So not sure whether the future life will come first or before the truth. It's uncertain. So it's uncertain. So maybe that's some quotations I missed out too. So now, the verses I missed out. Then, to mention, to emphasize. Then at the room, the motivation, room, then what I added, the Bodhichitta, those part. That's the room as well, but Bodhichitta, that's the details how to use your life. It's not just reciting prayer. It's not just to recite prayer. It's how to use your life. What to do with your life, how to use your life, how to make your life most beneficial. That's the thing. How do you make your life most beneficial, most worthwhile? how many year, how many month, how many week, how many day, how many hour, how many minutes, seconds we have. The most precious human life. It's for that. So what's a life? That's over. How much? How many days? How many hours, minutes? So to make that useful. That's the kind of yeah. So there's not just the idea, not just the motivation idea, but there's some words where you can clearly express this, and you can dedicate. Yeah, you can dedicate. You can say that clearly expresses. Is very good. So, one thing I've left out, I want to emphasize, that's very important. I left out the last part of was Kange, the Chambasinga Dole, from the Sutra of the Loving Kindness, the roaring sound of lion. Chambasinga Dole, Sutra. That's when there's that even though I read that day, but I will repeat again with the last the emphasis. Tongzhen Jikten Kamni Se Taki Gandhi Kangla Jimba Jimbe Ni Sik Shi Sisu Cheba Jik Jena Ti Penda Tata Jurmai Penda Chewa Dawa Kangshi Ki Jikten Sumna Simjen Tamji Jim Dawa Kanda Yawa Tadakun Simjen Jigla Jimba Jimba Wai Kangi Tala Sanje Ruijin Sisi Jeba Ji Jena Teni Shinde Pendo Choinde Teni Dungantala Chwaju. So first one. The universes, the great thousand, fill up with the gold and give it to a sentient being then you give one verse, which is 4 words. So the giving one verse teaching is 가자. 예, 그래. 뭔가 뭐 이제 So the benefits of that, not just that, means benefits of giving one, giving teaching, 4 words, 1 verse, 4 words. The benefit is not same as the universe, great thousand universe fill up with gold and make charity to one sending. Benefits are different. Benefits, not like that. So it's unbelievable beyond that. The giving teaching is beyond all that. So it's then great thousands universe filled with gold give to one sending. Charity. That's almost nothing, The benefits is almost nothing. Then giving teaching 1 verse, which has 4 words. Then it says, 편도 제발 되어봐 강식이 somebody who wish to benefit sentient being, then all the happiness of the sentient beings in the 3 realms, desire realm, form realm, formless realm, you make charity to all that. You make charity to one sentient being. 관계에 달라. 산제 루이니 스시 스스제바 지jö나 테네 신도 펜도 초인데. So you give all the happiness in the 3 realms, to one sentiment you make charity, then you see Buddha's tradition, 1 verse of teaching, which is only 4 words. You give this, then you Shindu Pendo Chindu. This is a truly great benefit. Because the sentient being, by revealing 1 verse of teaching, which is what effect that liberates the sentient being from suffering of samsara. Oh, you see, that you give all the happiness of the sentient beings of 3 realms to give 1 sentient being, it doesn't make free from the temporary happiness, doesn't make free from samsara suffering. You understand? Then furthermore, somebody, Buddha's world equaling number of the sand grains of the river Ganga, fill up with the 7 types of jewels, with including diamond, gold, so forth. Then a very happy mind over to the Buddha. But 1 verse of teaching you give to one sentient being. Yeah. With compassion, giving one verse teaching, the benefit, nowhere to compare to extensive giving, extremely extensive giving, jewels, the jewel charity, I mean Buddha's world, Buddha's world filled with Buddha's world, how many equal number of the sand grains of river Ganga, and fill up with the gold, diamond, all the 7 different jewels. So offer to Buddha with such extremely happy mind. But so the benefits of that is the offering is extensive, or jewel extensive, but the benefit, one verse of teaching with compassion, one sentient being, one sentient being. You have to understand, one sentient being. Then benefit that nowhere compare. This is way beyond the benefit. Much. Chaya maybe no comparison. I don't know. Chaya, Tangdo. So by number, Chaya exactly that. But by number, by any, it's beyond. Nowhere to compare to that benefits of offering Buddha. So the one verse of teaching, given one sentient being. So the benefits are far so much unbelievable greater. Yeah. So they emphasize that which I forgot before. So now if there's true sentient being, if there's 3 sentient being, then benefit is then nida sumla sambaka, nida sumla samda karaye. Then you don't need think how much great benefit. If you think of 2 people, you're giving teaching over 1 verse of teaching to 2 people, 3 people, then it's beyond benefits, much, double, triple, like that, great. 1 sentence, unbelievable. So like that, double, triple, goes on like that. So how many people die? The 100, how much? I don't know. So how you say? So double, 2 people, double like that. 3 people, 2. So that's 100 people. Wow. Can you imagine? So you fall down. That's the bad thing in the business. You fall down on your bed, you become unconscious. So stand up giving teaching, but if you think the benefits, then you fall down, become unconscious in your bed. Become unconscious in your bed. I don't know when you wake up. So like that. I'm doing a little bit of joke so that, in TV, the people are joking, people who make fun, joking in TV, so then they understand better. So you can keep in the mind, understand better. If I joke, if I make fun, then just straight teaching. Maybe understand better. So after the stroke, also I become like that. You know, the couple nuns, they say, they're able to hear my teachings better after the stroke. This is definitely they said. They understand better. Before that, also a long time ago, I cough. Then that's the definitely they said. Because I went back to, supposed to go to America, but I went back to Nepal, to Sagamabal, Swayambhu, and Bauda, for exercise, mainly for purification, which was an excellent opportunity. As I mentioned, story when the High Lamas did 100,000 full-length procession around the mountain, so able to go around the Striva with the prayers, with the Mandushiri prayer, the expressing names of Mandushiri and different Tattva Buddha or different prayers. Not just close mouth and going like this, not so with prayers as much possible. All of that. Then, by the way, it depends. I think, I don't remember different teachings. I think I finished Golden, I'm not sure. Yeah, did some rooms and then teachings with that. So nuns, that's what the nuns they said. They could understand better than before. So that's what the Tibetan nuns said. Oh, I did Tangale Sinimbo, Lung, because I took, I received from Tabjelin, which started with the commentary and also from his son Jalama, I think. Tabjelin, which Geshe Lekne, when he was abbot, he requested. So then also from Geshe Sobar, which a commentary. Just not start, but just, I had an incredible fortune to just to hear the Lung, just hear commentary. I'm the useless, very bad student, and starting very lazy, extremely lazy. So, yeah. So, regarding receiving Lung or the commentary like that. So I took the Lung from Jebje Segun Sashiram, which is incarnation. I took the Lung again. That was kind of the last year or year before. Last year? Was it last year? 2012. 2000, year before. Last year? Huh? Oh, yeah, 2 years before. Yeah. The reason I took the room was I was not fortunate. Well, I received the incarnation, but I could have requested the first from the previous incarnation, but I wasn't. My mind was not quick enough to request. So the Jabje Singh Rinpoche, Sachi Rinpoche, past life, who's the Marpa's son, Dhammadoti, incarnation of Marpa's, Guru Marpa's son, Dhammadoti. So he received from second Doji Chang, the great Lama who completed the whole path to enlightenment. After he became Haramba Geshe, then with the Jibber, the great Lama from Tibet, they became Geshe together, then second Doji Chang lived ascetic life and Tayeba. Or there's Edmasi, there's caves or something. There's Pema Sambhava, there's also Lama Tisha. So I went there, became Lama Tisha. There was one monk, very good Amda monk, living in the cave, for Chunyungne. So he gave us tea and he gave us tea mama, his food, I think his food, tea mama and tea. And I did the room of the 11th path to enlightenment. Adverses or the 11th path to enlightenment. I think something in that cave to our students. And that time we have 73 people. I don't remember it's in Chinese, but one or two Indians. So a very good monk. He borrowed his text, and with that he gave tea and tea mamas. And with us, Geshe Senghe's, which is attendant. He was attendant in India to Geshe Senghe. He came with the Geshe Senghe. He was not Unze, the leader of the prayer, not. He was a helper. So there are some monks, a helper to Unze, leading prayers. So he came with the man, with the senior. He was monk before, but that time he's not monk. Old man, and he knew everything about Hare, most secret Hare Geva, that Sara Che, Sara Ngakpa, Sara the Tantra College, Sara Ngakpa, this not like Abba Tantra College, Law Tantra, not that one. Sara Ngakpa, the practice mostly Hare Geva, and they know everything. So he knew everything about. He's a senior monk. Sarangakwa knew everything about anything to do with the mostly Hare Geva, all the practice and the dance. So wrathful Dharma burning in the fire, wrathful puja. So the dance, black hat ceremony, dance, so all the things, everything. Anyway, so the Chamba, who was the attendant of Geshe Senghe, told the monk, oh, this old man, so learned, so expert, so learned. He said, then this monk asked, is a monk? He said, no monk, not monk. The monk was living in the cave, asked, is a monk? Then Chamba, the attendant, said, no, not a monk. Then he was not surprised. Do you understand what I'm talking? Do you understand my talk? I think the monks, they didn't understand. Do you understand what I was saying? Huh? Chamba, no, the monk living in the cave asked Chamba, the attendant, it is old man monk or not? Because Chamba said, oh, this man, old man, were learned. Oh, means they are high and all. Were learned, he said. Then this monk in the living cave, is a monk? Is a monk? There is no monk. He was not surprised of not surprised. He was a monk. So that means if he's not a monk, then no matter how much he knew, is nothing. I mean, monk is the most important thing. You understand the point? The point. You didn't get the point. You didn't get the point. Better eat ice cream. Better eat ice cream or drugs or some Buddha grass or something. Anyway. Sorry. So the monk is very expert monk. That so then there was somebody say, oh no, it's no monk. Then the monk wasn't surprised at all. Means he understands Dharma. You know, what means monk, what does means. What Zen person is so important. The most humble benefits. He knows. You know, so then how much he learned, whatever, expert is not surprised. So it means, most important thing, he lost. That's what. Understanding. So what I was talking about this? Huh? What? Huh? Oh. Okay, now, forget it. So, when we give talk, when we do teaching, of course, so even there's only one person listening, teaching, even only one person came to listen your teaching, benefit is like that. You understand? Benefit is already I mentioned. How you can remember? Benefits, even one person, only one person came, is like that. Unbelievable, most unbelievable. You are most like. You have to understand. So, whether you are giving teaching or whether you are translating, same. Then usually, there was usually more than 5, or 10, or so 60, 70, or 100. More than 100, all like that. So it's amazing. Benefit is amazing. You understand? Really, most enjoyable, most exciting, most enjoyable. You understand? That you understand. So then, then listen teachings on emptiness for 10 eons. 10 eons you are listening teachings on emptiness and reading teachings on emptiness. Reading is greater, so much greater, beyond knowledge you collect than listening teaching. Now, listen teaching on emptiness, particular listening teachings on emptiness. You collect the merit, then 10 eons practicing and the parameter of morality, charity, patience, perseverance, concentration, for 10 eons. Then listen teaching on emptiness, collect immediately after, just by listening teaching on emptiness, you collect merits far more greater, so much greater than practicing the 5 parameters for 10 eons. Like that. As mentioned. Then you read teaching on emptiness. Then you, just by reading, you collect more merits than listening teaching on emptiness for 10 eons. So more. So when you read teaching on emptiness. Now, if you meditate 1 second, on the emptiness, if you meditate, not hour, not minute, even second, just touch, your mind touch emptiness, Meditate. Then reading teachings on emptiness for 10 eons, the much merit you collect. 1 second, meditate on emptiness. All like that. It is mentioned in the Sutra of the Emptiness, revealing Tekonani Teme Dore, Sutra of revealing only the emptiness, Tekona. Sutra of revealing on needs only. Tekona, just that. Just that. Tekona. Just Tekona means, Kona means only that. Tekona means only that. Ni it is no word. Only. Tongba ni, Tekona ni, Honsem. So there, yeah, mentioned 10,000 even was like that dimension. I have note here, and the heart of the day, like that mentioned. But in this text, yeah, here is this one even, rather by listening. Teachings on emptiness in the text here is one even. By listening teachings on emptiness, one even, then the duration like this, the duration of snapping finger, mental emptiness, duration of this, duration of snapping finger. So. Sego tabe, sego tagwa, samchidu, tekonan yi dinga de gamna, sona mangdu peros. Chadawana, tekonan yi dinga de, shana nanji dama chawos. Therefore, so important to teach the teachings on emptiness to other sentient beings. Then, as I'm talking, this point, also I would like to mention, in short, Jumden Dona, Jumden de Kang, Chu Nimbe Juam, Chebe Juram, Tana Kumbachigam Doram, Tana U Jigdam, Tana U Jinam, Ujan Runde, Diana Tamju Yonzimba, de Gazel. So, in short, Buddha said, in order to listen to teaching Buddha, not just any teaching Buddha, and then to explain, for that, either to listen or to explain. For that, you make even one step. You either to listen or to explain. Even you make one step, or even one breathing, even breathing for that, for listen, teaching, or teach. Even you make one step toward that, or even breathing in and out, even one breathing for that. Uh, this is also preserving Dharma. Tamji Yongzi Zimba, She Kazadu, Buddha said, this is also preserving Dharma. Even you may one step or breathing in and out, breathing even one time breathing out or breathing in, even that is preserving Dharma. So, Lord Jatsu, Lord Jatsu request Buddha. Lord Jatsu Shivi Dole. Lord Jatsu request Buddha. So by Changju Samdang Chu Zimba, Chu Jubata, Soja Ningze, Chu Jubata, Soja Ningze wa, Chu Ji Deda, Yunden Tayi De, Deda Tanin Dewe, Mison So. She Tamji Zimbata, Semjing So, Java Songi Pian, Semeba, Semeba Doggo Dance. So, in that sutra, request by Lord Jatsu, Buddha said, Zabai Changju Santa Chu Zemba. The total enlightenment, total of Zabai Changju Santa, total of complete cessation of the purification. So, complete cessation and actual complete realization. Changchu. And Che Zimba, preserving Dharma. Second. Chu Juba, the Sasa India, then practicing Dharma. Then fourth, Sasa India, lubricant compassion to the creatures, This four Dharma has infinite qualities. This four Dharma has infinite qualities. The Buddha doesn't say the end of this benefits, end of the benefits of these four Dharma. Buddha does not. There's no end. Why? Because there's no end. There's no limit for the benefits of this four Dharma. So Buddha hasn't said the end, the limit of this benefits of this four Dharma. So the generating Bodhichitta, preserving Dharma, present Dharma, generating compassion to the sentient beings. Those four things. so, so that's why now so many years ago we've been writing Prajna Paramita with the real gold. I started 8,000 stanza, but did not finish. After I got struck, then didn't happen because this hand doesn't have the energy like before. Then even the writing becomes very messy. Got better now. But, so I didn't get to write, continue writing the Prajna Paramita with the gold myself. So the paper was checked up, tin paper. There was Muslim paper. They found out. They checked and they found out it lasted for 1,000 years. So scientists, Dr. Chunala's expanded scientists checked and so this was what was found. So the paper is that. So wrote quite a bit, but still there's a lot to finish. I wrote with the gold, real gold from Nepal and from New York. So that the Thiring has been writing monk Kapan, first Lama Jiva, first Kapan Lama Jiva, who constructed the 13 Yamantaka mandala upstairs, deities mandala upstairs. So he was one of them. So he's been writing in California, in Apto's house. So he's been writing for the last many years. So he finished two volumes. He finished 2 volumes. I think the third volume is doing now, maybe about to finish one. So far, I have not seen written with gold, only best handwriting, only best. I never saw any ugly writing with gold. Even Mongolia, but they also got good writing. So like that. So to write even one, special teaching on emptiness. So even one writing with gold was. I think then teaching the whole entire Buddha's teaching, giving teaching of entire Buddha's teaching. I think more benefit than that or something. However, unbelievable, most unbelievable benefits, even to write one with the gold. I mean, even with the ink, but with gold is unbelievable. So anyway, most unbelievable. So then Jen Saklik has been writing, very beautiful handwriting, writes very, very good. But at the beginning we thought Sarah, few months higher, but they didn't have good writing, good handwriting, so didn't do that. So that future it goes into material Buddha statue, my writing and his writing, their writing. So of course if there's somebody who has very good handwriting, then of course go to help that. So that's. Jabzekidi Sensei Rinpoche came to the house, Kaja Dejing Apta's house, and saw the gold writing, the Rinpoche said, how fortunate it is, how incredible, how fortunate it is, Rinpoche mentioned, expressed, was very, Rinpoche took it very, very inspired, and so that. In Mongolia, Dhammankara Sutras, very common, the many other texts, Golden Light Sutra, one writing with the gold, one writing with the turquoise, one writing with the silver, like that, very common thing. So in ancient times, so many that. So anyway, so so therefore I want to tell, you are either coming from outside to the center to learn Dharma, to teach, or to hear, study, or you are staying at the center and learning Dharma, attending class, or you go to teach. However, even each step is infinite benefit. Even each step you make towards each step that you earn, each step you make towards the Gomba, towards the place where the class, where the teaching is given. So each step, it is preserving Dharma. Each step, because of preserving Dharma, it has infinite benefits when you make each step. So in each breath, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Each one becomes preserving Dharma. And it has infinite benefits. Either to explain teaching or go to listen teaching. So must know that. What I said, must remember that time. Not just leave it up to what I said now, then forget. No. Remember, whether you're coming from outside the center to go to listen teaching, explain, or you are staying in the center, taking class, taking teaching or giving teaching, whatever. So, remember, think, each your step making towards to the room to take teaching. So, infinite benefits. Preserving Dharma, infinite benefits. So, even you're breathing in, out, each one has infinite benefits. They mentioned that. So, the logic of the Shiva Dali. It has infinite benefits mentioned in the sutra requested by Lord Gyatso. So that Buddha mentioned that. So the mind, instead of mind feeling, mind is so cherishing I. The depression came out mainly cherishing I, my happiness. One I can be happy, day and night. One I can be happy, one I can be happy. One I can be happy, one I can be happy, one I can be happy. So in the West, like this, all the father mothers and Jamsala walking around his own palace and the mountain, or the Stupa Opera, Manasa Temple, or even the shop, while you're doing business, when there's no people coming, reading Dharma text commentaries, or you're waiting for the people in the shop, reading Dharma text commentaries. And then in the West, one I can be happy, one I can be happy, one I can be happy. Even in the center, one I can be happy, one I can be. Even in the city beach, one I can be happy, one I can be happy. So cherishing I, that's because cherishing I. Oh, then depression comes, loneliness comes, depression comes, loneliness comes, all the problem comes. Then you have to go to the psychologist, then this and that and that. So many doctors with the mind to treat the mind. So many doctors. Then life becomes so expensive. Self-cherishing thought makes life so expensive. Then death, build death over death. Death you have death, then build death, more death over death. Death or depth, depth or depth, GEPD, depth over depth, Life becomes so expensive, One doesn't need, If you cherish others, if you let go, I cherish others, don't need all the death over death, or so many depression, this and loneliness, some expense, some doctors, psychologists, this and that. So much, life becomes so expensive. So basically, cherishing I. The root is very clear, cherishing I. When I can bear, this is all money bear. When I can bear, that's becomes a mantra. Then, because so much concern, there's no happiness. So much concern, and you have sickness of self-cherishing thought. You have a chronic disease of self-cherishing thought. So there's so many problems comes. So many problems comes upon the mind. And you find so many problems from the mind cherishing I. Find so many problems in the life. So that. But the minute when you change your mind cherishing others, then all those problems gone. The root, when you change the root, cherish others, let go I, cherish others, then all the problems are gone. What normally bothers? So many hopes, expectations, so many expectations, gone. Peace. So many hopes, peace. So real peace. So So the Zoe changes sometimes, generating the thought of the complete cessation and realization. So complete cessation and realization. So Bodhichitta. So this motivation, what we begin here, this time, every morning, there's a motivation of life. Up to enlightenment, especially until die, especially today. The life totally dedicated for Sadhana. Not sending me in the sky. Not, this people around you fight. You fight, you have jealousness and all the jealousness and subjection to jealousness and all the fighting, that, but sentient being in the sky, sentient beings in the sky, something, here with with actual sin, you fight, all that. Not like this. That's totally, that's not how practice. So these sentiments who are around you, there, who are around you, with the tiny insect crawling, or getting into your tea, or your asking the flies getting there. So whatever around, all that, this, whom you cherish most, and the when you really practice Bodhichitta, with whom you practice your thought transformation, lojong. That's lojong. This, not the sentient being in the sky. No. That's wrong. See. Around you, then he's subjection or the jealousy, so, because sending me in the sky, almost like God, Muslim and Hindu, Christian God, this kind of almost like that, other space is God or whatever. There's no control, nothing to find out recognition. So sentient beings, you think like that, that's totally wrong. So there's motivation, you see. So explain morning this, to live the life. So the Bodhichitta. So to dedicate your life to peaceful suffering others and to obtain happiness to others. Happiness not only temporary, enlightenment, ultimate happiness, liberation from the enlightenment. When we say happiness, don't think only temporary happiness, temporary. No, don't think on that. So in the succession yoga, do you know? Succession yoga, the imageable total equanimity, the imageable total of loving kindness, though there is a happiness. But you see, when the sentence means happiness, so for my mind should degenerate. So don't think enlightenment and liberation. Think sentence means happiness. You think all normal sentence means happiness, then you think only ordinary happiness. What the majority of people in the world are looking for. Only they think of this. So that's it. So my mind is like that danger. So I change the word enlightenment. Made us how wonderful is if all the sentence means achieve enlighten the set of cessation, total cessation, completion of all the realizations. So how wonderful it is. And then Dhamma choosing, made they have. Dhamma target our cause to have. That's please with us, so I read to enlightenment. That one. So second, you see, this is much more effective than just happiness, ordinary. That's the only thing you think, ordinary happiness. Then you pray only for a sentiment achieve only ordinary happiness. It's very limited. Not even nirvana. So I change in that. So it's much better. This is what they needed. This is what they needed. What you need, what they need. So that. So it's much better to change, you see. Then, all everything comes out. But by the way, as I mentioned, so then, of course, then as I mentioned, the other one is, the other one I mentioned this, but especially this retreat is the Bodhichitta, other motivation, every action, not related with every action, but many of the actions that we normally do coming in and going out, and the washing and the I think also mentioned how to toilet. Is that? Huh? So I hope you have read. I don't know. How you got the books. So much of the action what we normally do is related with the Bodhichitta. They think of sentient beings, dedicated your life for the sentient beings, and related with the Bodhichitta. So not all the morning motivation, but with the action and dedicated about sentient beings. That's much what that is. So like that. Not only Bodhichitta, only before meditation, or only prayer, only for meditation. No. Even at eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, all that. So it's much possible. Yeah. So that is in the book the so example. Oh, that. As much as one can. That's if you really want to, then. So then you see, then you see as I mentioned at the beginning of the teachings, I mentioned how the teaching to be, that you listen, they will teach, they will listen every word to be beneficial to all the sentient beings. So when you teach every single word, free the sentient beings from oceans of samsara sufferings and bring them to enlightenment, to cause to actualize realization immediately. So each word I listen, or to that. When you listen to teaching songs. So if you motivate like that, definitely you would benefit like that. So also explain teaching, also something, what water. Oh, like that. So however, then the motivation always says, however, then to your life, what you teach all your Lord to be most beneficial for sentiment. What is that? That not just yourself become famous or kind of great teacher or something, because kind of not something like because being attached that you're good Dharma knowledge or something. Being attached in the reputation of power or something. Not that benefit. To a beneficial sentence. Or pray, dedicate life, something like that. To free from oceans or some type of suffering, every sentence, and bring to enlightenment. Then, when you so, as I mentioned earlier, so even though you're studying much extensive teaching, so the Tantra, I mean the 5 great texts, Parnavatika and Madhyamika, Abhisamanakarika, Abhisamakosha, Vinaya, so forth, however, extensive Buddhist teaching, philosophy, like Pacific Ocean, wide and deep, like that. So how much you're studying, but integrate into Lamrim, and you see, and one text, if you have intelligence, either Lamrim Chemo or Lamrim Ding, middle Lamrim, or liberation palm in your hand, symbol. Then there are the Jambal Shalom, the Madhushiri, with all the Shalom, Madhushiri saying, and then I think that should be in English. I think that, and then refined gold and Shuma, and so there are different short Lamrim texts like that. And then happy path. So anyway, so one Lamrim text started well, then if you study Lama Tsongkhapa, able to study Lama Tsongkhapa is best. So you have extensive understanding Lamrim. So when you meditate on Lamrim, every day meditate on Lamrim, practice Lamrim. So when you do that, then you are studying philosophy, you see, all integrate, all essence of all those teachings is Lamrim. So when you practice Lamrim, you practice the essence of all the teachings. You are practicing the essence of all the teachings. So that's it doesn't become only listening, but nothing is the heart. Only listening, like feeding computer, feeding the computer. Somebody putting information, but nothing like that, but nothing is the heart. It doesn't become like that. So when you practice Lamrim, when you meditate in the everyday, even not long but short, everyday meditation, generally speaking. Of course, sometimes you might be busy and can't meditate, but generally meditate Lamrim, and because I practice Lamrim, so then this way, practicing the essence of Dharma, practice the essence of Dharma. So the essence of whole and entire thing, philosophy. So like that. So so the Dharma and you, big gap between you and the other mountains. So that true gap, it doesn't happen. So you and Dharma, your mind and Dharma one. So like that. So also then good devotion in your mind one, your mind in the renunciation one, your mind Bodhichitta one, your mind right view one, all like that. And then also tantra realizations. So like that. So okay, so the other follow the Lamrim outlines, whichever Lamrim text that you study most, and that Lamrim outline, or the Khasa, or essential nectar, quite not too short and quite elaborate, but they go straight, so it's very good for meditation guidebook, essential nectar, or the Khasa Lamrim outline, whichever Lamrim text you are learning, and that outline. So those two, or other outline or Lamrim, other essential nectar, you can use as a guideline. The everyday the guideline on the basis of one commentary that you study. Lamrim Chemo, Lamrim Ding, and then or at least even the the Shuma, refined gold, or the liberation palm in their hands, quite simple and but a lot of stories and experiences like that. So, so you first you do effort for after having studied well Lamrim, the special Amatsanga of Lamrim, after having studied well beginning to the end, then you do effortful meditation. If you need to study it 2-3 times, then you can do that. However, do effortful meditation. So effortful meditation, and effortful meditation, even individually, I check, how many months Guru devotion, how many months the Guru devotion, to see, and one Guru is all the Buddha, one Buddha is all the Guru. So if you have 1,000 Guru, 100 Guru, Lama Desha has 157 Gurus, so like that. So one Guru is all the Buddha, one Buddha is all the Guru. So one is, effort by following outlines of Lamrim meditation. So effortful meditation for some weeks. So depending on how much I need renunciation, Bodhichitta, I do all like that, just for the Lamrim. Then that repetition, how much that repetition, you need 3 times or 3 times or 2 times or whatever. So then after that, effortless meditation. Effortless meditation. Then that's until you see from your side, Until you see one guru, until you see your guru, how many gurus you have, make sure don't miss anybody. Whom you met Dharma from whom you receive Dharma connection. So even a few words of lung, received lung, a few words of mantra, Omane Bemu Hung, or that's the example, but Oma Ahung, Omane Bemu, or even receive lung, or transmission, or blessing, or the so anybody who is a Dharma from whom you receive Dharma connection, your disciple, that's the guru. And then on that basis, then you look at it. On that basis, receive teaching. Even Ma Hung Lung, or the one Bema Hung is 6th level, or something like that, whatever. Or anybody from somebody received took initiation, or took Atmana precepts, so this. Make sure you don't miss anybody. Make sure that's so most important. And then that one guru is all the Buddha, or one Buddha is all the gurus. How many gurus you have? That one Buddha is all the guru. So total oneness. There's no guru without Buddha, without deity, without Buddha. There's no guru. Like that. So, totally one. So the Pamanga mentioned that when you remember you are related to the monk, this related to the monk, the court, that the brother, monk court. So when you remember your court, then you remember how the color shapes they look like. So you remember that. All like this. So when you remember Guru Buddha, when you remember Guru, then you remember come to Buddha. So like that. When you remember Buddha, Guru. So anyway, so not just for one day, few hours, one day, few days, not like that. Then despair, not like that. Or like that, and then stable for weeks, months, and years. All of that. So then that time you have a good devotion. Correctly devoting with friend. So you have the realization. So no matter how many weeks, months, and years, it takes time. So turn the mind in that until you get self-realization of that. So then it doesn't have to, after that realization, and then you don't have to remember all the words. In the easy, but still you have to think a little bit, you don't have to think all the words like before, but after realization, slowly it will stabilize, slowly, think the essence like that. So then it is Then see, to turn the mind into so the effortful meditation. Before that, effortful meditation. So for the people who who ask me, so I check according to that sort of see, because according to person, so more not from my from my clairvoyance, from the more so that but generally speaking, so effortful meditation, so you can do that is the hard one. That is the hard one, and then other hard one is all the sentient beings having one from other. That's the one. So anyway, this to have this, always when you see sentient being, to have that recognition, to remember that all the time. Like you see, whenever you meet the aggregates in a certain shape, who give birth to you, my mother. So similar, sentient beings, when you see, instantly, my mother numberless times been kind, just comes naturally. Oh, what's that? So, effort meditation you can do 1 year, or 6 months. Effortful meditation on the Guru devotion, you see. So effortful, and then also the renunciation, 6 months, 6 months or 1 year, and then Bodhichitta, or 6 months or 1 year. So red view, 6 months or 1 year, effortful meditation. That can be done mainly on Lamrim foundation of Tangsa. There's a monastery, Thakwa Jamba scheduling, Tibet. Went there on the way to Pandalhama Lake, where predict where your questions prediction where the Toten Dalama was found there. So they predicted by Pandalhama. So the monastery was struggling. So that is not too much emphasized, studied, debate, all the Sarakadan is mainly on debate and study extensive Sudra. So extensive Sudra in this world. Then there's other Mutashilumbo and Gumbo and Gumbo and Larang Tashil and all those others. But the Sarakadan is the main one. But that Tapashidrilin, that monastery, Pavangas Guru, I think Guru, the Lamrim teaching, Takwas. So that monastery, each year complete devout in Lamrim meditation. Guru was renunciation, Bodhichitta. So in the 2 stages of time, there is a complete graduate generation, graduate complete devoted within 1 year to meditate. That's what mainly emphasizes meditation practice on the basis of Vinaya, very strong practice of Vinaya. And on that basis, then meditation. So that also very good. However, many Lamrim After you generated Bodhichitta and the right view, of course, many Bodhichitta, then after that put many effort in effort in tantra. Because the gross generated state and subtle generated state. All like that. The completion stage, also. So many generations, all the after you actually Bodhichitta. So the effortful, you can do like that, meditation. Then after that, effortless meditation, then good devotion like this, then renunciation, then renunciation, renunciation, samsara, and before that, preliminary renunciation to this life. So instead your main aim of your life is now you see many things about this life. Before you were Dharma, and now even intellectually, something, English come over, many things of this life, maybe a little bit of next life, but something like that. So then you come to total change by maintaining the perfect aim of the usefulness. Difficult to find again. Difficult to find again. The impairment that the order of karma. So then you see change your mind. Then next life, next life happiness. Next life happiness, next life rebirth, perfect image rebirth also. So become the main thing to achieve. Main thing to achieve. What to look for. Main thing. In this life happiness, this life, happiness not important. Doesn't before very important, most important. That's the only thing. But now, you see, not important. Next life can happen tomorrow, tonight, and we never know. You breathe out, you breathe out, the breath didn't come back, then that's the next life there. Next life. So this. So then however, Nagarjuna, as Nagarjuna said, you renounce the attachment by meditating the shortcomings or attachment to this life. So instead of being hallucinations, pleasure, looking at pleasure, comfort of this life, and the famous, and then reputation, then praise, receive praise. The receiving material is looking at it as a kind of pleasure instead of suffering. So looking at pleasure, something to be achieved, you know. So something to be achieved. Looking at pleasure and something to be achieved. Then looking at suffering, then something to be renounced. So that helps to not rise attachment. So when that happens, then when that happens, then also the discomfort, nursing comfort, and this not having families and criticize or not praise, and criticize or not other criticize or not praise, or then not receiving material. So then the unhappy mind, dislike, goes away. Then when you have no attachment to this, then dislike, mind going down, dislike to these four undesirable things. Mind dislike for undesirable things, dislike, or get angry, or dislike, get angry, all that doesn't happen, doesn't bother. So this, when the attachment went away, these four undesirable things happen, doesn't bother to your mind. So there's four desirable things, four undesirable things. For normal people, four desirable things, four undesirable things. And so you, then whatever happens, it doesn't bother you much. It doesn't bother you much. So then able to equalize, as Nagarjuna said, and then that is the most pure Dharma. The most pure Dharma. Most pure Dharma. So then that person renounced this life. Most pure Dharma. That person has renounced this life. So unbelievable, so much satisfaction, peace is that service. Peace, happiness. Those things doesn't bother you. So that doesn't bother you. So that, then the samsara, rather looking at the samsara happiness, rather looking at the samsara happiness, like a beautiful park, rather hallucinated like this, trying to enjoy the common people in the world that they haven't met Dharma, they don't know Dharma, so this is only what, nothing else to think about, nothing else to look for, nothing else they know, nothing else to look for than samsara happiness, pleasure. So they it's like it's like it's a naked body sitting in the thorn bush. Is like looking at blissful like that, or sitting in the jump in the fire, in the hot red among us and admits that, admits in the center of the you jump and then that's blissful like the flies, exactly like the flies and the flies, the butterflies. And the butterflies jumping in the fire. Mob, mob, like the mob, like the flies or the mob, like the flies jumping in the candle flame, like the moth jumping in the fire, all like that. Thinking something exciting, unbelievable, was something exciting. Then, even though it's hot, they still try to get inside. So, like that light, or even though it's so tight, they still try to get inside. So many flies dead in the light, when you check inside. So difficult to go inside, but still, they're able to go inside somehow. And then so many dead, like India, Nepal, and you find so many like this. There's so many flies inside and dead. So, so exactly total hallucination. Even though it's hot, still try to go inside. And they get burned, dead. Like that, you see? So we look at something as, in the midst of fire, incredible left, right, wow, something fantastic. So you jump inside with that belief, with that hallucination, wrong belief. You jump inside, then you burn. Then you burn, and you finish yourself. So your wrong concept completely cheated. Wrong concept. So so samsara, like being this enemy's fire, then realize that unnatural suffering. Then, because I can't wait even second. From the bottom, number 8 hell, unbearable, inexhaustible, unbearable, the hell, nyawaname. From there, up on desire realm, formless realm, Nagata, infinite consciousness, and space, nothingness, triple samsara. So, even including that, all just like being the fire. Just like being the fire. Then, so not even second, so you have no interest to be there, not even minute, second. So, like prisoner, got in prison, but want to be free from prison any minute, can't wait even second, like that. So the see only suffering, can't see any pleasure. So kind of that. So and then seeking nirvana. So the peace from all oceans of samsara suffering. So, that is stable. not just few days or few hours, not like that experience, but stable. Weeks, months, years could be. What is has a renunciation? There's a renunciation, samsara generation. Then I said I think I mentioned both before. So the each sentence is mentioned the teachings. Each sentence you see, then you to free that sentence from oceans or some such suffering, to bring enlightenment. Therefore, oneself to achieve enlightenment. You get the thought rises. Each sentence you see. So each sentiment you see the thought to achieve enlightenment, yourself to achieve enlightenment, thought to achieve enlightenment for the benefit. So, for the benefit of that sentiment, so that each time that you say sentiment, that thought rises. So that without effort, just naturally rises. So that realization, that time do you have effortless experience of Bodhichitta, or day and night, all the time, day and night, all the time. So, like the prisoner, I mentioned example, prisoner who got in prison. So you can't wait even a second, you want to be free from that. So that here, now day and night all the time, that you wish to free the sentient beings from oceans or some sort of suffering, and to bring the enlightenment by yourself. Then to achieve oneself. For that reason, then to achieve enlightenment. So then day and night, simultaneously rising, naturally rising, simultaneous. Huh? What? Spontaneous rising, day and night. Like the prisoner, or like that here now, totally different. Free others from suffering, oceans of suffering or something. Oceans of suffering or something. Yourself, by yourself. To then to achieve like that. The spontaneously rising day and night. All the time. So like that, feeling so spontaneously, like the person who in prison or who fell down in fire, or like that, other sentient beings can't stand that suffering sometimes, to bring to enlightenment. So it's enlightenment for others. Spontaneous rising, day and night, all the time. So can it's not that I have a realization Buddhism, not that, not at all. Takes eons, but it is this is what you understand from the text, you know. So, for example, I mean, you know, when you feel great compassion to sentient beings, that time, you know, I think that time, the hell beings, numberless hell beings, the suffering. But I think that must be like as if yourself is suffering in hell. If there are others, you are not in hell, but for you, because understanding other suffering. So it's like, so there, the others, it is other sentient being who in hell, but for you, it's like you are in the hell. Kind of similar, kind of. But the numberless. Yourself is just, I mean, it's yourself, but the numberless. They are numberless. Can you imagine the compassion will be? Compassion will be so unbelievable, most unbelievable compassion. So the renunciation helps with the compassion. When you think of suffering others, wow. Unbelievable. You know, so it's like the numberless helplings in suffering. It's like you're in yourself in hell, born in hell suffering, you know, kind of like that. Numberless, and the compassion will be unbelievable, so great. So like that, numberless helplings, numberless hungry ghosts, numberless animals, numberless human beings, numberless beings, numberless asura beings. Wow. You know, suffering, oceans of some sort of suffering, you know. Wow. Can you imagine? Wow. Then can you see? Then freedom from oceans or some sort of suffering, bring to enlightenment. For that oneself to achieve enlightenment. Can you imagine how that is, so that. So instantaneous as well, simultaneous rising, day and night too, all the time. So, can you imagine? So so then I already mentioned about, I think before, I'm not sure, during the meeting time or after the meeting, I'm not sure. I did mention one time already. So you see, this example, just like I did mention this one place. I think this was London, or was Leeds or London or somewhere. I don't know. So this might help there. Might help. So. So even though I did mention in the past, but the good to mention again. So, example, I mentioned this first, and then, so where is the table? So where is the table? You look for. So that's kind of where is the table? Table is not here. Table is not here. This is not table. This is not table. This is not table. This is not table. This is not. Earpiece is not table. So you can't find table. You can't find table. This is not table. This is not. This earpiece is. Earpiece is small or big. Earpiece is not table. So earpiece is not table. And altogether is not table. Earpiece is not table. Anyway, earpiece is not table. Even and all together is not table. Can we say that? So where's the table? So you couldn't find table. So table become nihilism. Nihilistic. Table become nihilistic. Nihilistic or nihilism? Nihilism. Non-existent. There's no table. So, there's no table. So that for nihilism, it didn't help. It didn't help conventional. I don't know what is English, but it didn't help Gunzerji-Denpa. Truth for the old school mind. It didn't help. Truth for the old school mind. Didn't help. It didn't help dependent arising. It only became nihilism, non-existence. It didn't help. It didn't support. But this was searching. It didn't help. It didn't help. The way we're existing, dependent arising. Didn't support for that. Didn't support. The table is dependent arising. Table exists is dependent arising. Didn't help. So table became the way you mentioned. Table become non-existence. Independence. Not dependent. Independence. Not dependent arising. Independence. So that means I, that means table doesn't exist. Table doesn't exist. You can't put anything on the table, on this table. You can't put text on this table. Table doesn't exist. So there, you can't put text on the table. You can't put books on the table. You can't put the bucket on the table. Table doesn't exist. How you put the table? How you put this on the table? How? There's no table. So Lama Tsongkhapa said in the Pavanga Tejiningbu, quoted Lama Tsongkhapa. So usually in the text, the rabbit on the horn, not rabbit on the horn on the rabbit. Horn on the rabbit, or the vase, pillar. There's a very common example in the text, debating text. So, you look for the vase, and Pumba, vase. So you look for the vase, like table. You look for the vase. There's no vase, there's no vase, there's no vase, there's no vase. At the end, there's no vase. So at the end, then nothing became definite. We could not find vase after all that. Nothing clear. That is Tendeshibe Cheta Lhuayinbe. That is falling down, nihilism, destroying the dependent arising. Tendeshibe Cheta Lhuayinbe. Following nihilism, destroying the dependent arising. And then there's one word after that. I don't remember 100%, but unable to differentiate. The Pumenangwa, the appearance of the vase, and vase itself. But I have to take back the last one, not 100% sure. Unable to differentiate. Because appearance of the vase and the vase, unable to differentiate. Or the base, that I have to look, I don't remember 100%, but it's a very, very important. I'll look back and then exactly I tell you. It's so important. Must look, must write down. Make sure you know that. Otherwise you may mistake the emptiness. You may big mistake maintaining emptiness. You don't know what it means, emptiness or emptiness. That's one thing. So you see now, you see now. So, you see now look at your view of a table. Back, look at back again. Your view of the table. Real table appearing from there. Or that. Then you look. Real table appearing from there. Oh. This, any part. It's not that. Even the whole group that put together the pieces is not that. All the pieces of this is not that real table appearing from there. Not. Because everything will become table. Then we see. Then every atom, this part of the atom, this part of the atom, every pieces, every atom of the table will be table, will become a real table. You see, like that. Those mystic exercises. Even all together is not this real table appearing from there. No, at all. It's the basis to be labeled table. It's basis to be labeled table. So the real table appearing from there, this completely non-existent. It has never been existent. It has never been existent. So while it is empty, totally empty, table does exist. It exists in mere name. It exists mere labeled by the body mind on the body best. Also the body best is also mere labeled by the mind. So everything like that. So vase, the table exists in mere name. While is the empty of real table, appearing from there, it is the table exists. Exists in mere name. The mere name. Mere level about the mind. So, table functioning in the mere name. Is a bird in the mere name. Came in existence, birth, mere name. And ceasing, mere name. Lasting, in mere name. So, so you can use the table. You can use the middle level table to put things on top. So you see, now, this way seeing, this way of momentary emptiness, this way of seeing emptiness, support the existence of the table. Table exists in the mere name. It does not become contradictory to the existence table. It supports. It become one with table existing mere name. Existing mere name, mere leveled by the mind. And while the table is existing, it's empty. While the table is existing, mere name, because that never exists from its own side, totally empty. So it's one with emptiness. Table exists, the mere name, and the mere name, oneness with the emptiness. So unified. unified, dependent arising and emptiness. So because of dependent arising in mere name, so nothing exists from its own side. Empty. So that. So no way to separate that one. So the your what you believe you understand empty, but you see, for example, table empty, then shoots forth the table. At the end, conclusion, that it exists mere name. Not destroy that. They should have realized the existence. So so when you realize, for example, with I, then emptiness of the I first, absolute truth of the I first, then the second, then you actualize the conventional truth. I mean, I don't know what the exact English, but the I exists. I exist in man name, merely labeled by the mind. So without choice, it becomes so powerful. So as I mentioned before, as I mentioned before, there's a base aggregate, then there's no I from there. But there's I on there. But you see, what should understand is I didn't have that understanding that time. So there's not only that time, I didn't have that understanding. So and there's no I from there, from the I gets. From there, there's an I, totally, and then there's I on there. You see, but what I should understand is, you see, there's I on there in the mere name. That's what I should understand, should realize. There's I on the I get, but it's in the mere name. So that one I didn't have. There's I on the I get, and in the mere name. And so uncontrollably rises, uncontrollably. The name on the agates, uncontrollably, that it is on the agates, that uncontrollably, so powerfully rises as our conclusion. So, but what should have understanding is that the I is on there, but in mere name. So that missed out. So it's become the blockage to understand person case view. Emptiness. Person case view, right view. Person case view, emptiness, right view. Yeah. Stop here. I have something to mention after this, but announce, but so so maybe I'll do tomorrow. Then, yeah. So I stop here. So the last side, generating happiness. That part I thought to explain today, but I stop here. So maybe tomorrow, maybe next year. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the stupid knows. Yeah, then I stop, yeah. One question? One question? Okay. What? Yeah.
Would Rinpoche be able to give a commentary on the word simultaneously in the three principal aspects of the path? From Lama Tsongkhapa, there is the one verse where it says, when the two realizations of emptiness and dependent arising are happening simultaneously without alternation. Would Rinpoche be able to explain the meaning of simultaneously in that verse?
I have to remember the Tibetan.
I don't know the Tibetan.
Can you repeat again?
The verse says, when these two realizations are happening simultaneously without alternation, and from merely seeing dependent relation as completely unbetraying, there is a definite ascertainment that comes that completely destroys the way all objects are apprehended as truly existent.
I don't know the Tibetan. Tongpa metta si tongpa jina dewa chara tajan dawa chokwa mi jirde shen nawe ta sewa ta tongpa metta si tongpa jidan dewa tongpa metta si tongpa jidan dewa chara si tajan dawa chokwa mi jirde Is it about cause and result, the one? I couldn't pick up the Tibetan for that. But sometimes it depends, sometimes way of translating. Depends who translates. Words depends who does it. Yes, but the spontaneous is what? Spontaneous rising. Once you realize the emptiness in the conclusion, dependent arising, you come to understand that. So then, those two are unified. So then your understanding is a spontaneous, because you realize the emptiness, so your understanding will be spontaneous, and dependent rising, because it's empty, because dependent rising exists mere name, mid-level by mind. So subtle dependent arising. So then it's empty of it. So therefore it's empty of true existence. So spontaneous will rise. Because spontaneous will rise, before you realize emptiness, there's no spontaneous. But after you realize emptiness, then spontaneous rising, that's dependent rising. Because that is empty, so the spontaneous rising can happen like that. So as that's our talk. Jill is talking before when we're talking about realization or renunciation, but I'm talking about spontaneous realization. After you achieve effortless, then you have spontaneous realization. So that's similar. Without effort, the understanding comes. Without effort, the understanding just comes without effort. So here, you see the dependent arising. Then when you see the dependent arising, it is empty of true existence, spontaneous understanding. So that comes only if you understood emptiness. Otherwise, not. Okay? No. I think my blood that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think, yeah. Oh. You stop? Yeah, go on.
Rinpoche, I just wanted to ask the question about the Pratimoksha vows, the lay vows.
Yes.
If you break them from the root, is it possible to actually restore them in this life?
Yes, you can take it. You can take 1,000 times.
Right. Thank you.
Million times. No, you can take it. Yes. Yes. Yes, you can take it. Yes.
Rinpoche, I just wanted to ask, with dependent arising and emptiness, does the final realization of both those things occur in the same mind at the same time?
Can you repeat again?
The final realization of emptiness, does that occur when the understanding of emptiness and the understanding of dependent arising occur together in the same mind at the same time?
No. Emptiness first. Emptiness first. Emptiness first. Then as a result, it's like, you call this nya. What you weight things, heavy or light, gold or something, before you sell, you weight, how much your weight is, So, so you see, so this heavier, so this go down and this go up. So it's like that. When you realize the emptiness first, then as a result, later, then you realize, for example, we have been holding the I from beginningless rebirth, from beginningless samsara. We have been holding the I like this, as there's real as there's a real I, and then cherish most numberless Buddha, numberless, holy beings like Bodhisattva, even you see, then ordinary sentient beings. There are numberless Bodhisattvas, numberless holy being Bodhisattvas, and then numberless ordinary sentient beings. From all those, cherish them. This I, cherish. Not only believe there's a real I, but cherish the most. Cherish the most. The numberless. Then do everything for that. Do everything, every moment, from morning to night, from birth to death. From beginningless rebirth, also after like this. Endless, one way speaking. But in reality, as I mentioned before, and in reality, there's nothing there. In reality, there's nothing there. There's no real I. From beginning to rebirth, there's no real. There's no real I. There's no real I that is worth to cherish from all the Buddha, from numberless holy beings, the ordinary numberless, ordinary sentient beings. Most precious, there's nothing. There's nothing there. That's the reality. There's nothing there. We have become totally hallucinated. Completely hallucinated. That's why we didn't realize this empty. Didn't realize this empty. As it is empty, we didn't realize it is empty. So, believing appears real, hallucination. Due to imprint by the past ignorance, appears real, believe real. But reality, there's no. So, up to now, where we suffer, we have been suffering so far with that. Oceans of suffering, pain, rebirth, old age, sickness, death, then suffering change, all the pleasure, some pleasure. And then pervasive compound suffering. Because of that, wrong concept. That's king of delusion. Yeah. That ignorance did, king, from where all the delusions are. Ignorance, anger, attachment, and all the 84,000, 6 religion, 26 religion. So suddenly you discover, there's nothing to grasp. There's nothing to hold on. There's nothing to hold on to. So this is the biggest. So if you are lower intelligent, even the lower intelligent Bodhisattvas, So even for the Sabbath, law until so fear rises. Fear, my understanding, bigger, more serious fear than even meeting tiger in the road. More serious fear than that. So, because even believing I realize from beginningless rebirth, only now you find out, only now you find out it never happened. It never exists. It never. So, cause you go to get your law entanglement, cause you get an unbelievable shock. Unbelievable, most unbelievable shock, fear. So deep fear. Of course, not only this life, convert, no, from beginning. Only now you discover. Then as a result, by meditating that, as a result, then comes, at the end comes, as I mentioned before, the I exists. For us, exists means they truly existent. So it makes it difficult to understand. So exists means name. Exists means name. Meaning leveled by mind. So that comes that existence. Comes and discover of that as a result. From the cause, understand the emptiness of I. Then, later, as conclusion, mention on that emptiness, what you discover? Then the result, I exist. Exists in the main name. May labeled by mind. All that. So it helps us to actualize conventional truth. So your realizing of truth helps realize conventional truth. So then that's understanding. We are understanding, realize the emptiness. You see, the creator of karma, action karma, the action, the act, the karma itself exists. Exists. Exists in my name. Even that. Also experience in my name. Experience suffering in my name. Experience happiness in my name. So that's. Okay. Did they help you a little bit or not? Huh? What? Danju. Did you know the past present future marriage to color to the marriage to color numberless sentiment numberless Buddhas Merda Bodhichitta be generated in the heart of all the six realms, especially in the heart of the world, especially in the heart of all the students, in the heart of center benefit, in the heart of the volunteers, especially in the heart of especially in the heart of the labor. One promise to pray for, whose name is given to me, especially in the heart of all of us, including our family members, those who passed away, those who are living, those who came here in the past, those who come in the future. So the until they sorry to reach there some dead people. So we pray together. So the dead people, students. David Gonzalez, I think maybe most people in Australia wouldn't know, maybe the Americans. He just died yesterday morning. What is yesterday morning? Huh? Yesterday morning, night before. He did retreat. Wow, when I got a letter from him. Whoa. I think he might be the only one. He did just so many. Wow. Unbelievable. And then he translated so many books of Papanka, the deities practice styles, the Mani, or the Hiruka, and many he translated, and he teaches Dharma, and he translated all. So he died. Cloud of Jim Blinton, who supported Yangtze Rinpoche's Mitiba College. He died a few days ago. Dashi Tundu, they one baby, that baby, who lived 70 minutes and then died, and then heart transplanted into the other baby. That medicine Michael suicide. Mark Freeman, died yesterday or day before. Tang Len Swat. And then these two ends. So, very sorry, two ants died under my feet. When I work, but I asked to have tatas stupa in America. Always with the tata people who died sick. When I get named, most of it goes to America, and sometimes special tatas, but usually Michuba, and then some stupa tatas, so long life tatas. Always every day it's done. So. I did prayer for the ant, but I have Namjalma protection here, so it would help the ant. If we have Namjalma in the car, so many insects normally killed. But if you have Namjalma in the car, then even they get killed. But because touching the wheel, the negative karma purified, they get higher birth. So the same thing, I wear Namjalma protection. If they die, they would benefit for them should not be reborn organs. So it means dying, dying, anyway they have to die, whatever way. Then what the other animal eats or whatever they die, some of the condition, but then anyway they have to die. Since they're born, they die. So, but then they die under my feet. What do my difference with them? Even by carrying the Namjalma protection, the Namjalma mantra, that's what I thought. Because Namjalma, if you have a Namjalma mantra in the house, the house becomes holy, and any flies, any mosquitoes, anybody in the car, in the house, always get, whether it's a believer or non-believer, always the negative karma get purified. Anybody who come in the house. So important to have Namjalma mantra for protection in the house. Very, very important, so important. So even you die in the house, same house with Namjalma, it might help for good rebirth. So the shadow of the house reflects to any insect and purifies the karma. Then if they die, they get high rebirth. So if Namjalma is on the mountain, on the hill, because I mentioned also before, some student, I don't know their name, so I told the father at the airport, especially at the airport, and then he made a mantra on the material wood or something. Then he put it on the mountain, North Carolina, on the mountain. He went to put on the mountain. So on the mountain, if you have Namjalma mantra protection, then anybody who goes on the mountain, insect or animal, people, anybody who touch that mountain becomes already holy. So anybody who touch the mountain walk, the negative karma get purified, they get higher rebirth. So that. The second end, I did prayer, but I don't remember King prayer, but haven't, didn't get to tell the children Tata yet. After a few days, not the end, died. The first end, I crashed on my shoe, under my shoes, but he made a huge noise, like some leaves, crashed the leaves, a huge noise, maybe rubber of the shoes, and maybe, ants body made big noise, I think it's Teddy Liswandi, William Cook, Remy Anderson suicide, McDonald Jackson, Grace Red, Stanley Steppings, John Rubens, those people who died. So then Bodhichitta generated, so due to all the merit collected by oneself, all the Tira merit collected by oneself, Tira merit collected by numbers, then Bodhichitta, we generated all the people who died this, and then all the people who died received name to me, and whom I promised to pray for, whose names go to, who rely upon me, and those who died. Then, 70 people, then living, so Then rely upon me. My promise prayer was never going to me. Yeah, the Bodhichitta to be generated without their second in all their hearts, in all of our hearts. And then, which is generated in others' heart, made it increase. Chanjo zanjo rambo je maji bana dejo je jeva nyamba meva ye gune kondo bewa jo. And then so sat one mala, mani pema hum. So the spontaneous beams emitted to them, those dying people, purified all their negative karma, and as well as us, all sentient beings, all 6 realms sentient beings. All those people who died in the war, the people who killed, all those, not only people who died, but also people who killed, who created negative karma, who are object, who created karma to be killed by others in the future. All those people who create karma to be killed by others. So those people who cut neck, slowly, you see, they happen some. So some people were killed in the Muslim countries. So why they experience that? Because they did it to others in the past. Whether it's animal or whether it's human being in the past. So the result, the experience is like that. It's like that, no choice. It's like that. So therefore, to abandon negative karma is so important. And in Buddhist, the Buddha's teaching to abandon negative karma, to abandon negative karma, so important. So you can see. Junje Mango Kundaga Zasan Jiju La Gente Jin Dola Jin Sila Chazand Mane Bema 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 Mane beme o mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme Mane beme o 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 mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane beme o mane beme Mane beme o mane beme o mane beme mane beme o mane beme o mane mane beme o 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 mane beme Mane beme o 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 mane beme Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme. Mane beme, 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 mane beme. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane. Mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme, mane beme. Mbe We do the prayer. Maybe read the English first. 네, 파주전에서 두지들. Read the English first. Straight. So I pray oneself and for all sentient beings, and those people who died.
O Arya Avalokiteshvara, treasure of compassion, together with your retinue, please pay attention to me. Please quickly free me and all mother and father sentient beings of the 6 realms from the ocean of cyclic existence. Please enable the profound and extensive peerless Bodhichitta to quickly grow in our mind streams. Please quickly cleanse our delusions and actions accumulated since beginningless time with the water of compassion, and with your compassionate hand, lead me and all migrators to the blissful Pure Land. May Amitabha and Avalokiteshvara act as our spiritual friends in all lifetimes, show us the excellent unmistaken path, and quickly place us in the state of Buddhahood.
Om Baba Da da yin ru deva jin ji xin do ya zhang do ba No, a lot of times to do the genetic and then able to benefit sentient beings like that, like genetic the sentient beings, and then by having general Bodhichitta in everyone's heart in the world, made war, dangers of Ebola and disease, famine, economic problems, all the dangers of fire, water, air, tsunami, be stopped immediately. And perfect peace happens prevailed over the world and the heart. And everybody become fortunate to exercise the realization of gradual path to enlightenment. Kandra Rabe Gorve Singande Bendanda. Jolly June, Jeres, Wanton, then Jazo, Shabes, Deba, then George, Tony, Ninja, Sundu, Javala, Jaja, Sanja, Kanjan, Jonathan, Modern, then Jazola, so on the Doshed, Lundro, our most important prayer, then. The Trira merits glorified by me, Trira merits glorified by number is Buddhas, us, not lifetimes, to rise, hers, anger, even second to the actions of Guru. Then to realize all the Buddha's holy action. This is a blessing. Guru's blessing, the heart. From that, realizations come and pass, and come into the stage of Tantra. In my state, but it's quick possible. Pandela me namba tawala gaje tamyan lo da mi je. Jindele ba tung em gu jela me chila samla juwa. This very important prayer. Must write down copy, put hang somewhere. Then everybody write down. So this is very important because life, our mind is very so uncontrolled, and these things happen quite often. So it's very, we don't know what karma we create. We don't know what have become with blocked realization. We don't know. So very important to pray in every day. Amajala Samla Jubara. So did all the past, the best Buddha, married to Kulatra by me 3 times, married to Kulatra by the Malis Buddhas, there which are mirror labeled by the mind. And I who is a mirror labeled by the mind. Achieve the feels happiness instead of omniscience, which is merely labeled by the mind. Lead all the sentient beings who are merely labeled by the mind. To that state of omniscience, which is merely labeled by the mind. By myself alone, who is also merely labeled by the mind. Jaman Bhavajita Jambata Kunda Sambhadaya Tejita Tasakunji Gavadija Tamji Rabdu Ungo Shebe Javatamji Jungo Akanla Chutanga Dagi Geve Tawa Tigunya Sangbo Chuchi Rabdu Ungo Varanji Lama Tomatunan Khaza Sijavata Jamayang Tava Zoya Sanje Dijavata Jamayang Tava Namananzu, Uji Javala Chadura Sanjo Sama, Dijavata Jama, Dijavata Jama, Namananzu, Uji Javala Chad, Anji Sabasa, Kunda Sambala Chad, Tadam Bezawa, Putinazum, Durudra Sambik, Tadam Bezawa, Putinazum, Durudra Sambik, Tadam Bezawa, Putinazum, Durudra Sambik, Tadam Angona Zamamo Tamanda Dujavala Chasalo Mejan Saja Jave Chela Tende Lua Mabia Tambata Daga Lazan Tabe to Dinanda Mambenig Good night.
Saji Puki Jusi Meto Tram Rirabling Shini Degam Pali Sange Jing Tu Mite Uagi Droku Namda Jing La Chupar Hidam Guru Ratamandala Kamni Tayami Tupsu Chan Jing Jam Gyanga